Governor Eno of Akwa Ibom State has signed the 695 billion naira supplementary budget passed by the State House of Assembly into law. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, Israeli forces declared a ceasefire and withdrew from some positions in Gaza on Friday, as thousands of displaced Palestinians began to trek home, and the families of October 7th hostages awaited news. The Israeli army said that its troops had ceased fire at noon in preparation for the ceasefire agreement and the return of hostages. At number 9, on Friday, the spotlight will be on the new Peter Mokaba Stadium in South Africa, where the Super Eagles will face off against Lesotho's Crocodiles. This crucial encounter represents Nigerians' final opportunity to keep their 2026 World Cup qualification hopes alive. After a 1-1 draw with South Africa's Bafana on September 1st, the Super Eagles seemed destined to miss back-to-back World Cup tournaments. At number 8, the Lawmaker representing Yamauto Deba Federal Constituency, Gombe State, Inuwa Gaba, has called on the relevant federal government agencies to tackle the incessant attacks of hippopotamus on his constituents, which have resulted to deaths in recent times. Garber made the plea through a motion of urgent public importance at a plenary session presided over by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Benjamin Kalu. At number 7, a mobile magistrate court sitting in the Oshodi area of Lagos State has ordered the remand of a suspect, Adetayo Adewodun, who is standing trial for allegedly impersonating officials of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority and conduct likely to breach the peace. Taufik had stated that the suspect accosted one Ayano Stephen, who was driving a white Hilux vehicle with number plate GME 259TE, belonging to a construction firm, for allegedly making an unlawful turn at the Itire Junction. At number 6, the Executive Secretary of the Ogun State Primary Healthcare Board, Dr. Elijah Ogushola, has stated that the state government will leave no stone unturned in implementing the safe termination of pregnancy guidelines to enhance safe and legal abortion services, as permitted by Nigerian law. Ogushola, in a statement on Friday, said that a renewed assurance had become imperative to strengthen the state's effort to reduce maternal mortality by ensuring access to medically supervised and right-based reproductive healthcare services. At number 5, 3 people have been confirmed killed and 10 were injured during crisis between herders and community of Dagitari village in Berniwa local government area of Jigawa state. The police public relations officer, SP Lawson Shiizu Adam, told the nation the incident occurred around midnight on Wednesday when suspected herders launched an attack on the community. Shiizu explained that the police, upon receiving the reports, immediately mobilized a team of joint security personnel under Operation Salama to restore normalcy in the area. At number 4, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has weighed in on the cost of the controversial Lagos to Calabar Coastal Highway project that was approved by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Makinde, who spoke at an event in a viral video on Friday, said there was no need for the Minister of Works, David Umahi, to be dancing around the cost of the project. The governor was reacting to a heated exchange that unfolded live on television between Umahi and the Rice TV presenter, Rufai Osheni, on Tuesday. At number 3, residents of Oke-Ode community in Ifelodun local government area of Kwara State have expressed appreciation to the federal government for deploying soldiers to the area of combat and banditry and restore peace. The national president of the Oke-Ode Development Association, Alhaji Abdulganiyu Ajala Bello, while speaking with Punch Online on Friday in Oke-Ode, described the move as a right step in the right direction, noting that the community had long clamored for a military presence to check the rising wave of insecurity in the axis. At number 2, troops of 6th Brigade Nigerian Army, Sector 3 of Operation World Stroke, have foiled an attack by army hoodlums in Ibi local government area of Taraba State, leading to the recovery of weapons and motorcycles. A press statement by Lieutenant Umar Mohammed, 6th Brigade Public Relations Officer, said a subsequent search and clearance operation within the area led to the recovery of 5 Dane guns and 2 motorcycles abandoned by the fleeing assailants. At number 1, Governor Eno of Akwa Ibom State has signed the 695 billion supplementary budget passed by the State House of Assembly into law. The report stipulates that the 695 billion supplementary budget comprised 125.66 billion naira for recurrent expenditure and 569.33 billion for capital expenditure, bringing the revised total budget size for 2025 to 1.65 trillion naira. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.